What is good, rookies? It has been a hot minute since we've been able to do a video. As mentioned in the last video, I've been out of the country for about a week. Got back Saturday night. Scrambled when I had the connection to make some changes over that week to lock in a decent score for this round. So we're going to quickly run through it. Got a 2164 ranked in the top 1% for this round, I think, which is like the first time ever for us. So this is really good. Ranked seven in the top 800s for the round, which is crazy. Jumped up into the top 7%, so this is really, really good. I think I don't really count the first couple of rounds for our overall ranking, so this is like our highest that we're getting. And we jumped from 19 odd thousand to 12,000-ish, so 12,500, itching closer to that top 10,000, which is great. Again, not that league wins matter, but we won 17 out of 17. To do a quick recap, getting into our team, we've got our Spuds and Heroes. So our Spuds, Clary, looks like a damn shell of himself. He looks so sluggish, couldn't land a tackle. I think he got stitched up a few times on a couple of points for some plays. He had some nice plays here and there, but he's just, he's not a pig. He doesn't want the ball as much. I watched most of that game. His teammates are also, like, they're not looking for him. Like, he's doing his usual wraparound if someone's on the mark or if someone's trying to play on down the wing, and they're just not giving it to him. They're kicking further down to try to get into, like, the top of their 50, and he's just not getting those quick pass-ons that I would say, usually gets, which is obviously very clearly damaging his score. So Clary, unlucky. We're probably going to be looking to trade him out potentially this week, maybe. To help some buy covers, maybe bring in a Heaney and a Zorko, or maybe a Heaney and a Goulden, or an LDU. We'll have a look about that with our trade thoughts later. But we have Wilson as well. This is just unlucky. He dropped a fair bit of cash, which is not good. We don't necessarily need that. I was expecting a bigger game for him against West Coast, and it just didn't fucking happen. Like, he lost 14,000. Like, that's just. Yeah, and Clossy as well. Lost some cash too. So Wilson and Clossy are fucking Spuds, and Stewart. Stewart actually looked okay, but he's just not there. So he's going to be potentially a trade out as well. Potentially at his buy. So we could be trading out Stewart and Clary at their buy, most likely, depending on what I can bring in. But outside of that, our heroes for this week, more. After giving us nothing but absolute duds and low scores since we brought him in, he's finally given us something that counts. A 169 in a buy round. Holy shit, did he eat. This man cleaned up. Absolutely crazy. So very, very happy about this. I think his break even he actually made. It was something crazy. So that's fucking sick. So more was good. Bont, amazing. I put more before Bont just because more is only like 3% owned. And then Bont, amazing stuff. Amazing last quarter. Dacos, just amazing game overall. And debut for English went really, really well. That helped us, especially with Gorn not even turning up. So I'm quite happy with this. I was worried bringing in English, but given that Marshall had a rough game, English came out and did this. So that's a really, really good sign. I think overall that worked out well. Just a quick recap. So we had Houston and Butters just missed out on the ton. Naz, consistency is going well. Martin looking worrisome. He just turned up last week from memory. Him and Merritt could have, if they just got their goals, because I think it was like 0 and 5 from their shots together. So if they just hit their goals, it probably would have been a different story. But starting to get a little bit worried. But we'll see. Stewart shit. Obviously we got Fisher coming back in. Sarong just turned up. Merritt just missed it. Miller, godsend that he turned up. Steele just consistently doing well. I'm very happy with the hold. He's been able to keep some decent scores coming in the team. We've had, from North, he's just been able to do some really good things. Other than his quieter game against Freo, he's been doing really well. Green is a great trading target, just quietly. If you don't have him, 490. I think obviously his scores are a little bit more deceiving, I believe. I don't think he's actually as bad as what it looks. He's got that injury affected game that is like bringing down his average and stuff. But I think looking at it last week before I left, his average is actually on par for last year. So not all bad signs. I think Green's a great pickup. Vital, brought in Vital again, mid-season draft rookie, brought in straight on field in the wing. I am curious to know his time on ground. Yeah, so he played the full game and got 41. It's not bad. It was we kind of had to do that to bring in English. It is what it is. Again, he's just going to be sitting on the bench anyway. It's coverage if we really need it. I didn't watch this game a lot personally, so see how we go. Could have gone Blight instead, but we would have left some points on field potentially. But that didn't count towards our score, so it's fine. Gorn English, English good. Gorn just looked like he struggled in the heat, to be honest. Flanders doing Flanders things. That's sexy fucking Flanders. Jackson was looking worrisome, but Darcy had some times where he spent a fair bit on the bench and was getting treated by med team just to get or the physio team, not med team. So glad to go 98. That helps us. Again, more Cracker, Wilson, Spud. Sexton. Oh my goodness. He's becoming a great hold. One of the best holds that we've had this season. And Jolly Boy, 66. Can't really ask for more than that. And that's about it. It's our quick recap for our team. Again, we jumped up a few spots, which is good. In regards to what we want to do this week, we're probably... Let's just fix some things up here. So you're going to bring Clary on for Butters. Get that off. For the emergency on Clark. I think that's fine. That's fine. Here's going to be interesting because we need to make some trades. So really early trade thoughts for us. Again, we'll have our trade talk Tuesdays as usual. But really early trade thoughts. We're definitely targeting Heaney. We need to bring in Heaney. I think that is just, it's a must. But if we, so it's really like probably a mid-season draft rookie and Heaney. So we're only looking to use 2. If possible, I just want to be going 1 up, 1 down in these rounds and save some trades for after. If we can do 2 up, 1 down, that's also ideal. And want to avoid trading sideways. So a lot of people are trading out Colossi and Wilson. Darcy if you held him, Reed if you held him. It's sweet. So these are all fine. Interesting to see that Clayton is getting traded out. I wonder what the top 1% are doing. Yeah, 79 teams in the top 1% trading out Clayton. That's yeah. Oh, and Crouch. Crouch is hurt himself. Dawson didn't look fit. It was a bit of a carnage round for Adelaide, unfortunately. Who are people trading in very early on? So Dawson, still a great choice. Hopefully he gets named. But there's all chances he gets moved on. Zach Fisher, solid. All of Brisbane, all buy players basically, which I think are great. A couple of people jumping on more. That's interesting. Ridley, how did Ridley go? 111, solid. I think a lot of people are concerned that Ridley is affecting Martin. Don't see it that quite black and white, but you never know. But yeah, so that's our quick recap. Early trade thoughts. We're probably going to be going Clossie and Wilson to Heaney and Blight at this stage. So if we look up Blight, now only reason why I like Blight is Supercoach Pro actually put out his VFL stats for this week. Had like 20 something disposals, 9 marks, played really, really well. So I'd imagine, given the scarcity at Richmond at the moment, they would be bringing him in pretty much this week coming, which would be very, very handy. So then that gives us really, what, 20 for this week? Not bad at all. I think I can wear 20. Obviously with a couple rookies, so we've got 1, 2, 3 rookies that could be prone to score less than 50. I'll put it that way. Sexton I can trust can put out at least 80. Clary needs to fucking step up. But this is probably what we're going to be doing, keeping on to our trades. In regards to VCC options, very early thoughts. I think we go a VC into C. VC Heaney into Dacos. I think Heaney or Warner, if you bring in Warner, can go off really well against Geelong because they're fucking trash at the moment. Fortunately, the Cattery are not doing things well. Hopefully Clark gets on. Clark will be good. Yeah, anyway. If we don't do this one up, one down, and we're looking to kind of like sideways, this looks a little bit different. Let me undo this and just see what our options are. Do we move on Clary instead? So if we bring Butters off, because he's got the high break even. Colossi, you could. What they got? St Kilda. There is all chances that Colossi actually. So let's just play with the example that we move on Clary and Wilson. We can bring in Heaney. It gives us 3, 4, 4. What's McKercher? I need 379. Ooh. There's no real. We can bank the cash maybe and use it for next week. Ooh, I don't know what to do. This is interesting. Yeah. Interesting. We put Garcia up there. What does it give us option-wise? Just a quick look. I don't want to take up too much time. It is just a quick review. There will be more in-depth review trade talks coming, but we don't get too much here. Yeah. I think we just stick with the one up, one down instead of trying to sideways just yet. Five had a great game, just quietly. All three had a great game. Dempsey had a fucking massive game. So it's going to help a lot with his cash gen. Yeah, look. I think we just stick to the original plan. And we just get rid of Colossi. Bring in Blight. I think that's just the plan here. That's what we have to do, I think. Even better if Garcia finally gets fucking named. Because there's no way that old mate Maynard's playing. Get that off him. Put that on him. Fix that up. Yeah, look. I think that's it. I think we're going to call it there, guys. But yeah. 2164. We are climbing up the ranks. Hopefully we have another good week this week. Hopefully Moore can keep powering on because he's a great bit of a pod pick now. Was at the start, just hasn't worked out in our favor. But yeah, with that said, let me know how you guys go, how you went. Did you have a good score? Did you crack the 2100s? And what are your early trade thoughts? I know some people are probably rage trading at this point, as we all do, and then we reconsider when team sheets are out. But yeah, let me know what your trade thoughts are. Let me know how you guys went, and I'll see you guys for our trade talk Tuesdays.